But first, a bombshell development in an exclusive 5 on Your Side investigation. We've got the report the Ohio National Guard did not want you to see.
But instead of answers, it raises more questions about a deadly crash. A crash that killed a father and his 6-year-old son. 5 on Your Side investigator Sarah Buttison has the report.
Sarah, it shows several serious mistakes were made here.
Robin, Danita, we first told you last Friday how the National Guard concealed the truth about the tragedy. Now we know the key factors that contributed to the crash. They're in this report, a report the National Guard refuses to release.
My little heart has a little bit of ashes in it.
Denise Snyder carries the memory.
And it says my brother, my friend.
Of her brother, Brian Barger.
I like to have it with me. We used to talk on the phone every night.
With her each day.
I miss them.
Brian and his 6-year-old son, Wyatt, were killed when an Ohio National Guard Humvee crashed head-on into their car on a rainy September night in 2016.
They just took 2 very important people out of my life.
In our initial report, we told you how the National Guard refused to release information about what led to the crash.
I was upset.
Information Denise wanted.
I kind of want to know what happened.
And the National Guard said wouldn't be available until November 2019. But 5 on Your Side investigators found at least one document is complete.
They're holding on to stuff they don't want to release.
Look, Snyder's attorney shared this, the Guard's internal investigation. It says a leadership failure and driver inexperience directly contributed to the crash. Among many factors, there was no officer inside the Humvee. The 4 young Guard members who had minimal experience maneuvering the vehicle on civilian roads. And after 2 days of training, they were allowed only 3 hours to sleep before the fatal trip.
I mean, if they were drilling the night before and then got 3 hours of sleep and had to drill again the next day and drive home, I mean, why did they do that to them?
That's not her only question. What were the Guard members doing in the moments before the crash? How hard did they train that day? Had they slept at all? Does this report give you closure?
Not completely, because I know there's got to be more out there.
So how did we get this? The Guard sent it to the Portage County Prosecutor's Office, who gave it to Denise's attorney, who then gave it to us. A spokesperson for the Ohio National Guard told us they make exceptions to help law enforcement agencies, but couldn't explain why it's taking so long to give this unclassified public record to Denise and to us. I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Sarah Buttison.